Welcome. So, today I got a bridge. Not a great bridge, but it's a bridge. I've got an empty plot on the other side here. Used to be a really screwed up forest, but now it's an empty plot. And got a big one. Don't mind the mess. I'll explain it later. I started working on the waterway. Look. Now just imagine that the whole way down through. It's going to look really good. So good. Perfect. Not perfect. Definitely not perfect. We strive for perfection. We'll never get it. Realize that. This looks really good. And that bridge looks god awful. I despise that bridge. I'm not good at those. Yeah, got the waterway built. Instead of cutting a lot of it out, I decided to keep a lot of it in. Because if I'm going to be honest, I needed a second to vent. Or not vent, but just talk. So, you get to listen to that. Because if you don't want to listen to it, you can just click away, right? With that, I really hope you guys enjoy the video, because I haven't been feeling too great the past few days, so this kind of keeps my mind off of it for a minute. And it was a little difficult kind of doing all of it, because I'm still under the weather a bit. So, and as you can hear in the video itself, I am pretty raspy. So, I guess with that, I hope you guys enjoy the video. Okay, so, bridge is done. It's not great. It looks like a god-awful mess right now. I'll accept that. I tried the best I can with what materials I had on hand at the moment. I've kind of been all over the place the past few days. I haven't been home a lot, so this is kind of what we got for the bridge. A lot of the work that I have been doing is going to be for the waterway here. I'm not sure how much I'm going to get done today, but, ooh, salmon spawned. I'm going to try to get some of it done, so you guys can kind of get an idea what I'm going to do for the whole waterway. As for what I'm going to do down the road, I want to take this whole area and try to do something with it. I don't know if I want docks because of how small, the waterway is, because it kind of thins out down there. But a lot of the work I've been doing has been gathering on boat, which I have decided I am going to be making a whole bunch of farms, which is what this area is going to be for. I cleared out the forest over here, and I kind of made these, we'll call them pedestals for different builds to come. I have an idea in my head what I want to do for them, but these ones are going to be villager-based, I think. Like blacksmith, enchanted books, that sort of thing. So it's kind of like a small village, rather than just like a villager farm, if that makes sense, that I've seen, where they're in the one-by-one areas. I'll still mob-proof it so that the villagers don't get attacked by anything. Even like the bridge here, I think I'm going to do maybe magma blocks, covered magma blocks or something, so mobs won't want to cross it. The overall shape of the bridge I like, but again, I'm disappointed with that, honestly. I'll do it better, I promise. Give it some more shape, because right now it just looks like a muddy mess, and I'll fully admit that. But, anyways, so, this is what I've been collecting. Oh, God. I'm realizing I forgot a bottle, because I need mud. I found a mangrove, finally. So I got mangrove roots, which I needed. Muddy mangrove roots, I'm not sure if I need those as of yet, but I thought it would be a nice detail maybe. Moss blocks, I found those in pirate ships, or sunken ships, I don't know if they're pirate ships. A lot of your streams and waterways will actually have algae growing on the rocks under the water, so I thought maybe having like little patches with that along with the moss block would look good. I got coral block for the shoreline, or not shoreline, but you know what I mean. Just for like variation in rock texture. I believe I'm gonna need more cobblestone too. Yeah, I think I'm good on the andesite. Good on those. I don't think I'll need the tuff, so I'll make room. I don't think I'll need the dirt. I was doing some work to the creek bed, sorry, that came out. It was a lot deeper before, but it wasn't really terrained nice. So I kind of went through and kind of cleaned it all out, got rid of like the splotchiness of the blocks, just so that it looks, you know, a lot calmer and not so busy. It will get busier here in a minute, but I think it looks good so far. Like, it does have quite a bit of curve in it now. That was part of the issue I had before, is that a lot of the direction of it was so sharp, like right there. Still, I kind of opened it up a little bit there, kind of gave it a little bit more curve, because a river, or any waterway for that matter, doesn't really have 90-degree bends unless there's like a large stone or a log or something of that nature that's kind of blocking it. So I wanted to make sure that it looked as accurate as possible. Okay, I was looking for a bottle. I thought I grabbed those. Yeah, I was looking for a bottle. I don't think I have a bottle, I'm gonna be honest. I do not. Okay. I don't know what happened to the ones I had, because I know I used them for the, for this, because I hadn't found a mangrove yet. It still looks okay. There's a few things I want to update with it, because it does look a little flat. Like around the edges here, I think I want to build up a little bit, just with a couple slabs, just so that it kind of has like a hump, you know, it kind of goes up and then in, so it has more of a basin to it. But, right, okay, I gotta do this. So, at the very bottom here, I am using the mud. Okay, if you give me just a sec, I'm gonna do this real quick on my own. This will get annoying really fast for you guys. And we're back. Okay, so this is what I got so far. It's not a lot, I know. It's just a little bit. I didn't do that area yet because I wanted the moss for that spot, so I'm gonna do that right now before I forget. You need that and that. I really was not sure if this was actually gonna work, if I'm being honest. Like, I was not sure at all if it was like a matter of it just despawned, you know? Now, a lot of this is gonna be dirt, like, that's a definite, because it will kind of go, the mud/silt, work up to the dirt, to large rocks, and then, like, have the other rocks scattered within this. You'll see. I promise it'll be good. I kind of did a little practice with it in another world, a survival world. So I'm hoping it's gonna be halfway as decent for what it'll be. Okay, I do have a decent shovel. Get rid of all that. Hopefully you don't hear the new aquarium I got. I kind of had it set up for a little bit, and I didn't let it run for a little bit, so it kind of stunk everything up. So like I said, I'm hoping you guys don't hear it, because the filters are kind of loud at the moment, so... What was I doing? I put the dirt for... yeah. I don't know. Actually, I don't think I want... a lot... sorry, I'm just trying to think. A lot of the waterways that I've seen, it's really weird to like watch the patterns of the water, because you'll have typically larger stones at the bottom, and then it kind of works up, but then there's a certain point where it kind of slows down a little lower, so then you get like that silty at the bottom, and you just want to recreate it the best of your abilities. I know it's not going to be perfect by any stretch, but you can still get it pretty good. You know, like I said, I did quite a bit of sculpting. Hopefully I have enough gravel too. I should, but like I said, in a few of my other videos, I just need to figure out the timing a little better of everything. Because if I'm going to give you guys a good quality video, or at least a video that I know I personally would watch, then I just gotta, you know, make more time, set it up right, that sort of thing. For me personally, it's definitely going to be a challenge, kind of balancing everything out, because my family is still really important to me, along with my job. It's not the best job in the world, but it's still a job that pays the bills for the moment. So again, it's just one of those things that I'll have to figure out down the road. Well, not down the road, but you know what I mean. Just trying to find that balance. Let's see. I don't think I need those yet, so I'll put those away for now. But yeah, it's just, I gotta find that balance. Because personally, I would love to do this more often, but at the same time too, I'm trying to have realistic expectations, you know? And let's be real, a lot of times this isn't really something everyone can do. Like, looking at it now, actually recording and doing all that stuff, it's a lot. It really is. And I don't mean to push people away, because I do think if you genuinely have an interest in something, you should follow through with it. Because a lot of times, you kind of lose who you are a bit And if you lose who you are, then you're losing yourself, you know? And it's just one of those things that you gotta do. Like, for me, I'm not gonna say Minecraft is my thing, but it's definitely helped me a lot. I'm a hands-on kind of person, so being able to build, not constantly, but having the ability to allow myself to, like, project creatively has always helped me a lot in that aspect, so it's a therapy, I guess, would be the best way to put it. And it's not necessarily something that's I should have done this right. Yeah, I'll figure it out. But yeah, it's just one of those things where you kind of gotta figure it out as you go, you know? And for me, it's just like one of the big things lately that that I'm gonna have to do is whoops, did not mean to do that. I'm definitely gonna have to go to the Ender and defeat the Ender Dragon, which is something that in all my years of playing I've never actually something I've never actually done. And for me, I think it'll be a fun challenge, but at the same time too, I want to be able to do it in a fun way where I don't feel pressured. Because, again, I've never done it alone before, so doing this kind of helped. Well, one, it's going to be new to me and probably new to you too. But it's just that this game, particularly for me, it kind of gave me the ability to open up more. And I think by putting myself out there and by doing this, that's kind of pushing me to do more with the game as well. Like I said, a lot of the game that I actually have played, I haven't really gone much further than this, you know? Like, I've always kind of just built stuff and never really got any further, just because there was no need to. Because I kind of went at my own pace, nice and slow. I'm not going to say that this is forcing me to go faster, it's just, it's giving me motivation to do more. So by giving me that motivation, I think that's going to help me a lot with a lot of the other things as well in my life. I'm just going to apologize if this sounds like a sap story. This is kind of my place to vent and talk and be open. But, yeah, it's not necessarily the game. It's just the ability to have actually be able to be me and not really have to worry about external factors. I mean, for a while I was actually building servers for people, which was nice. It was a nice source of income for a little bit. But that's when I was kind of suggested to kind of go this route. Now, as you can tell, I'm not like the type of person who is able to really keep an audience. I'm not much of a people person, hence why I'm playing this rather than going outside and doing stuff. But it's kind of helping me a bit to be able to do this. Outside of this too, like, I'm the same person, honestly. Like, they go, oh, are you like doing a role play or anything like that? No, just me. Nothing out of the ordinary. Because even outside of this, I have a wood shop. I woodwork. I build. I have reptiles, amphibians, all those cool guys. I build enclosures. Like, that's just what I do. And being able to do this is definitely helping me do that when I'm not able to. Unfortunately, I live somewhere where it gets cold in winter, so I don't have the ability just to go out all the time. So this definitely helps with that quite a bit. Again, because it's that idea that I'm able to get out ideas in my head that I wouldn't have been able to otherwise. So just being able to do this, you know, it helps me quite a bit mentally. And I appreciate that people on here have actually been reaching out and talking about it, giving me pointers, that sort of thing, which is definitely helpful. I don't want to mention names just because of the fact that they never really gave me permission to, but I just want them to know that I am thankful. I know they know who they are. I don't know if they're going to watch this or not, but either way, I just want to make that known. It's very appreciative. Or very much appreciated, I should say. But, right, the river, or waterway, creek, God, that's ugly. I'm just taking the gravel right now, or not gravel, but dirt, and I'm just scaping it down a bit to kind of where we were talking earlier. I've gotta get self-touch, because replacing the gravel just to have it turn into flint, it kind of hurts. Especially when that's what you've been working on mining forever. But, yeah. No, I just appreciate the people reaching out. It actually has been a decent community. Like, I didn't know what it was going to be like with people on here. Starting out, just, you know, no idea. Again, I'm not a people person, so it kind of helped me out a bit. I'm going to have to follow that through over here, aren't I? But, yeah. It's just, you know, I'm appreciative of everyone out there helping. Right, how are we looking so far? It's not bad. I think once I start adding stuff, it'll look better. Because the thing is that I do need the dirt still around. If you give me just a second to get on, I'm gonna do this real quick before I forget. Okay, so, got it all the way through. We got a good portion of that all situated. I just looked at the other side. I thought I did this on that side. I did not. That's fine. But yeah, I'm just grateful for a lot of the people on here who actually have been helping. And again, I'm just going to mention it because I do feel like that the people here have created that safe space. which I'm grateful for. Was that? No. Okay, we're good. But yeah, it's just I'm so appreciative. How did I do it over here? Okay, it was just little splotches here and there. Yeah, that. Look at all the flint. Ugh, that hurts. Like, I was specifically searching out gravel for quite a while, and it really hurts that it's all turning into flint. Let's see. Please don't pay attention on how I put this down, because there are a lot of people that would be upset that I only did one block. But, you know, you don't have to tell anyone. You didn't see anything. Yeah. As far as this goes, to me, I'm not going to say it's simple, but it's something that I'm definitely comfortable with doing a lot of. So, I figured it would be a good way for me to kind of show you guys. I was doing a little bit of research into it, just, you know, to see what was out there as far as builds for it. And there really isn't a lot I've seen, unfortunately. And I feel like, oh my god, really, game? In my personal world, yeah, whatchamacallit, modded world, I decided to build my base in a desert. And one of the issues with that was that turns out when they make the caves in the desert, they don't really care what to put over the top. Like, some spots they do actually put shoot, what's it called? Sandstone. And it turns out a lot of places they don't. They really don't. And a lot of the terrain that I wasn't really thinking about making, you know, I was just kind of thinking, oh, I'll just build the town over the top. No. I had to do all that terrain over again, because it literally caved in almost the entire area where I wanted this town. Yeah, this is looking better. And I was so upset by that. I really was. Like, it's not a huge thing, you know, but it's enough to where you're like, really? Do we really have to go through and do this, you know? Now, right now, I'm not really adding any andesite or slabs as of yet. I will, but I just want to get, like, basic blocks done and out of the way first. And again, with this build, or not build, but just this in general, I am going to need to do quite a lot coming up in the future, I think. One, for my sanity, and two, to kind of keep you as the viewer entertained. because I spent almost a full day just looking for stuff. Now I know it won't always be like that, but do I want to work on that side yet? I probably should, huh? But yeah, it's just, hold on, let me see here. Statistics, here we are. Damage, distance, flown, sprinted, walked, ooh, that's a lot. By boat, 82, and most of that was today. Like, it's a lot. So that, okay, that's rising. Brain fart. But yeah, it's just, here, let me look on this side real quick. I just want to see how it looks because I don't want to have to do it either. That was supposed to be for villagers. They ended up disappearing. They died for some reason. Don't know why. Yeah, that doesn't look bad. It's probably still like an ugly phase situation, but that's fine. I'll add details into it. I'm gonna hope that because the dry grass can go on sand, it can go on gravel. I didn't check that out or not, but we'll figure it out. So what do we want to? Yeah, let's get that side out of the way. I think. Yeah. Just getting it out of the way. One less thing to worry about, I guess, right? Get that. Oh, we're gonna need more cobblestone. Shoot. But yeah, again, it's the response I've been getting, especially with the latest one where I showed a little bit of the snapshot. Like, I was so appreciative with the turnout of it. I was getting so many notifications from YouTube about it too. Because that was the first video that I got that, had views that high. Where normally, and again, I know it's just because of the snapshot, but still felt really good either way. How am I low on cobblestone? There's no way. I have been doing so much mining. Maybe down here. Yeah, you're not gonna find where those go. Yeah, the mangrove stuff. Let's see. Here we go. There we go. I did not realize I had those blocks, if I'm being quite honest. I'll use those on the bridge eventually. Oh, come on. I'll use those on the bridge eventually. I don't know if it's going to be this video or not, but we'll see. Probably not. Judging by the recording, we're already going on close to 40 minutes, so hopefully I can edit it down a little bit, but actually, you know what? I'm just going to do that side and then do this side off camera or off video or whatever you call it, just to get you guys an idea of what I'm going for. So I will need the andesite. So let's see. So right in here, we definitely want some there. We want some, I'm just gonna do these for now. Over there. We're gonna want quite a few over here. See, because it's a stagnant spot, you're going to have a lot more built up over here, right? Let's see, where do we want? I know these aren't going to be the perfect rocks for this, because they're kind of perfectly round, but I kind of feel like they give a bit of a Minecraft feel. So, they're going to stick around for a minute. And again, with the spot here, you got debris that's kind of catching, so just want to put those in there. Again, we are going to see if this actually... well, that's a bit problematic. Oh, God. Again with the flint. That kind of screwed me up a bit. Let's see. Actually, we want short grass there. See, again, if you can place it on sand, but no, can't put it on gravel, God forbid, there. Okay, we're starting to look like something. Kinda, sorta. I do need... let's see. Need those and those. If you just give me just a second. As long as I can do this right. There we go. Let's see here. So yeah, just kind of creating debris in the water. So these kind of act like sticks that were just floating in, you know? There we go. I think I might actually destroy that one. So, right, why am I doing birch? For me, I think it will look better with the, I'm having a brain fart here. With the, what was this? Birch, that's the word. Duh, I'm being dumb. Sorry, it's hot up here. In my office space, my heat, or not heater, AC is out, so I am sweating. Yeah, so what happens is a lot of times you get the bark on the outside, it will actually fall off over time, or bugs or animals will eat it off. So then you're just left with the wood underneath, and typically it's a lighter color because it'll get sun bleached. God, it's already a new day. There will be a new day. It gets sun bleached, so it turns really bright. I kind of thought using the pale oak would be cool, but with the pale oak too, I think that's going to be too bright, because I feel like if you do the birch wood, it kind of feels like it's kind of soaked in with water a bit more, so that's why I kind of decided to go with that. Now, a lot of times too, wood doesn't really float, or doesn't always really float. So you kind of just want to do like a combination of different stuff. Because there is wood that will float, But because it is waterlogged, a lot of it will sink to the bottom. And it kind of fills it in a bit, so it kind of, you know, fills in and you don't really have a lot. I think in this spot, I might put the moss, just for the illusion that it's kind of like a little greener, algae's growing, like it's more lush, kind of, if that makes sense. Again, I'm still trying to do this in a timely manner, so one, for me, it'll be easier to record it, or not record it, but, what's the word? Edit it? Yeah, edit. Make the video a little easier to edit, and on top of that, it'll make it a little nicer for you guys too, so you're not like having to skip through different parts. Okay, how's that look? That looks pretty good. Now, next thing is shrubbery. You need shrubbery because you're going to have a lot of those thicker bushes that want moisture a little bit more. So, we're going to take the birch that we have here. Let's see. Yeah, definitely want it back here. And again, with this, I'm choosing the birch because, again, you have stuff in the waterways that tend to eat away at it, so just kind of want to fill that in the best you can. Down the road, I might make bushes out of the moss block down there, because it'll be a lot easier to kind of make it look more full. But I think this will be fine for now, if I'm being quite honest. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, just kind of get smaller shrubs in here and there. Nothing huge. Looks like I'm going to need more birch leaves. 2. And I'm just using the birch leaves because that's what I kind of have a lot of. Because Mojang's updating it where we get colored leaves, so I don't want to work on that right now. Because I want the colored leaves on the birch tree. That was kind of something I mentioned in the last video. Well, not mentioned, but that was kind of like the whole video where I'm like, Mojang, why'd you do this? Now I gotta wait, and I am extremely impatient. Like, this video, I probably shouldn't have tried to record this soon in, so now I'm kind of having to rush myself. Yay! But it's fun, it's fine, it's dandy. Let's see. How does that look? It looks okay, I think. Not awful. I do want some bushes going up over a little bit. Again, trying to separate it out a little bit, not a lot. I just want to make sure. Do I need bone meal for that? I do. Shoot. Yeah, just trying to make sure that I'm kind of separating it out a little bit. Because I will want spots along the waterway where it's kind of open. But for now, I kind of just want to fill this in a little bit. Yeah, that looks good. I definitely feel like I'm gonna have to do something along the back further, because it's kind of weird to have the grass. It's gonna be weird on this side too. Excuse me. I didn't want to use sand on the back because it's really, really bright, but I think I might have to use it because that just looks really full, or it looks too much of an easy cutoff, or fast cutoff, or however you want to say it. Thinking maybe if I use some of the coarse dirt, maybe that'll help. But again, I don't think the sand is going to be the solution for this, because it'll look too bright, and it will, I don't want to say it'll look like a tennis court, but I don't want it to go down that route. So I think by kind of separating it out a little bit, this should help. So it's not a constant green. Like you go from this textured gravel to like solid green, it kind of deters from it. And again, I think, yeah, I don't want it to look like that. Let's see here. What do we got? Yeah, that looks good. That looks better. So yeah. Let's see. I think, I don't know if this is gonna make it better or worse, but let's just kind of toy with a couple things here. How does that look? Much better. Yeah, see, because the path I have, I want to follow the waterway so you can kind of glimpse at it. So this area you will see a lot of, which is also why I need to work on the bridge, because that looks like a disaster. Yeah, it kind of comes up over. You'll see it coming down, and you'll see it coming across, and then you just have this view right here. So this is definitely something that I'm going to need to work on a lot, especially if there's going to be a build right there. I might actually put in a few of the birch trees along the background here, just to do that. I'm going to get a pick real quick. And yeah, I'm just going to try to follow that through with the rest of the build here. Kind of travel it over to here, and then over on this side. And again, I don't know what to do with that big pond area yet. If you guys could give me any ideas or suggestions, I would appreciate it a lot. I don't really want to put a drown farm over there. One, I don't think the river biome for that spot is big enough, for one, and two, I don't really want ugly farms around the base. Like, I still want them to look good, hence why I'm doing this area over here. I guess, since there's not really much time left, I'm gonna bring it over here, and kind of show you what I'm doing. So, there's kind of 4 plots set up. I'm debating whether to kind of space them out, because the builds aren't nearly going to be like the size of this whole plot, like the actual building themselves. Like this might be like a, we'll say like a butcher shop kind of situation. So you have the butcher villager, and then you have like a mutton and pork chop and, right, inventory full. Beef, you know, just those little quick farms. I know you can go to the Nether and make a pork chop farm there, but, you know, no idea what to do with this shape yet. I'm sure I'll figure something out. yeah, sorry, my throat's getting a little sore from talking. Like I said, it's been a long week, so I'm trying to get back at it again. But yeah, so I guess with that, I'll leave y'all there, and I really hope. Hey, so I just wanted to thank you for watching the video. I know I was a bit out of it in the video. I still kind of am a little bit. It's just been a long weekend. Well, yeah, about a weekend starting Thursday. Uh, yeah, I do appreciate it. I will be trying to get more videos out. With the summer heat, it's kind of been pushing me away a little bit because our AC is out, so that'll be something else to be taken care of. I do appreciate the support I have been receiving lately, and I truly am appreciative for the community, whether that be YouTube or Minecraft or God knows what. I just appreciate the people that have been supportive along the way, and I really do hope you guys do have a wonderful day. And I hope that my video kind of helped make your day a little bit too. So with that, goodbye.